Welcome to the Canadian Immigration Centre YouTube channel. My name is Shahrukh Naseer. I'm an RCIC with a major law firm in Vancouver BC Canada. Every day we receive many queries and about people wanting to apply to immigration to Canada. Unfortunately, we're unable to get back to every single one at the same time or on the same day, or even sometimes it takes a few days for our audience to connect with us. As a result, what we've done is we've set up this channel where we can share some practical knowledge and tips on how to immigrate to Canada, what are some of the best practices, and how you can be successful in migrating to Canada. A little bit about myself. I've been dealing with Canadian immigration for the last several years now, and over this type of tenure, I've essentially dealt with a lot of different types of applications. These applications range from visitor visa, study permit, express entry, LMIA, work permits, then business immigration, owner-operator programs, several PNP programs across the Canada that it offers. So the point is that we've dealt with major cases, we've dealt with several cases. Myself, I've dealt with a lot of them, and we've attained a lot of experience and practical tips that we can share with our audience. The first tip that we want to start off with when we're dealing with our clients and what we notice the most when dealing with international audience especially is that it's very important as a person who wants to immigrate to Canada that you seek professional advice from day one. And what I mean by that is a lot of the times we have a client who has approached us and unfortunately they got misguided, whether it's through an agent or whether it's through a relative of theirs about the Canadian immigration process, and what they've ended up doing is applying under the wrong program with the wrong information without seeking the professional advice that they needed to at the start, and now they're in hot water with the government of Canada. They're facing sometimes misrepresentation, sometimes they're facing refusals, and they are now trying to seek our advice to see if we could correct it. We do at times take these cases and try to correct them, but the point is that it's very important as a person who's sitting overseas or even inside Canada to get professional advice from day one. There are only a few types of licenses that allow for someone to practice at Canadian immigration. One of them, as you guys might be aware, is a RCIC, a regulated Canadian immigration consultant with the ICCRC. You can certainly check the website and see who's registered there and deal with them. Or the other option is to deal with a Canadian immigration lawyer, and you can check the Bar Association registry to see who's registered and who's not registered. This point is vital. It's very important for anybody who's applying to Canada. We can't stress the importance of this based on the fact that if you get the wrong advice just because someone wants to make a quick buck from you at the start, then it's going to be you who's going to be impacted. It's going to be your family that's going to be facing the consequences. So to avoid that, make sure that you deal with someone who is qualified, who is a professional, and who also has experience. As some of you might be aware, I started my own company a few years ago. It was called Mobility Canada Immigration Services, which still exists. And in that company, what I quickly realized is that I needed expertise, I needed knowledge, I needed experience when it came to dealing with the complex applications. And as a result, I sought out for assistance. Luckily, I was able to get hired by a major law firm a few years ago, and they have assisted and they have shown me the practical ways of how to deal with Canadian immigration applications. We deal with a large volume of applications. That's why it is sometimes difficult for us to get back to every single one of you at the same day, as I mentioned earlier. And it's very important for us to spend the time on each file. So sometimes when clients are trying to email us or contact us and try to get us to call back, we are at the time dealing with your file, or we're dealing with the Canadian government to help someone with their file, or we're dealing with another law firm, or we're dealing with an accountant, or we're dealing with other professionals that we're using to help you to get to Canada. So if we don't respond to you on the same day or within a few days even, it's not the fact that we don't want to assist you. The fact is that we are taking the time to assist our clients, and we do take this seriously. We take our job seriously, and it's important for us to get our clients to Canada in a timely manner. Having said that, we can definitely talk about the more practical advice going forward. We have set up a series of videos that we can share with you over the next few weeks and months. In these episodes, what we will be doing is we will be discussing the various programs. So the quickest and the cheapest option for permanent residency usually is the express entry. We will help you understand how that works, some of the practical advice in terms of how to determine your NOC, National Occupation Classification, is very important. How to prepare your work experience letters. Things like this are very important. Once again, it's essential that this is done right at the start, so then there's no issues down the line. Once again, stay tuned for more episodes, and we'll subscribe to our channel so that you can get the right professional tips right at the start, and we look forward to helping you. Thank you.